Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of November. And we're going to check on the theme first. Let's see what we got for the theme. Oh, yes. This is an animal totem energy. This is beautiful. This is all about claiming your right, finding your knowing who you are, realizing, that you've got a lot more to offer, a lot more parts of your personality that most people see. And I think even you are starting to expand, Taurus, in areas that you didn't expect. So I'm really happy to see that the Taurus is stepping into their power. For this theme, I'd say that is perfect energy for you for the month of November, is seeing who you are, recognizing it, stepping into it, and holding firm, and letting it flow. So yeah, that sounds really fun for the Taurus, doesn't it? This is for Taurus, love. It's Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for November. Here we go. It looks like, as far as if you're in choppy relationship, you're not going to be a happy camper. You're not going to be easy to get along with. You're not going to be flowing with anyone's game. Not as far as love goes. In fact, if you're in a relationship that is teetering on almost done, some of you are going to make this month the end of it. Oh yeah. There are a select, and there's a large selection. I'm going to say half and half, okay, to be honest. Some of you are done and will split. The others will work it through, of course. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of activity in the love section for the month of November for Taurus. So if you're in a loving relationship, there might be some issues that you'll have to talk about, though, about your willingness to be intimate or nurturing or inspiring. There could be one of you feeling a little left out. Maybe they're not getting enough attention, or maybe they're feeling like they're, that you're not as attracted to them, something like that. Just do this, just stir that pot a little bit and show them some love, and I think that'll solve that issue. But the ones that have been in rough, sassy relationships, especially if your partner has been prone to lie to you, those are the partners, those are the couples I'm talking about that'll be done and over with. They're finished, fed up. Many of you that are single are going to be feeling like it's time to spread your wings and maybe get out there a little bit. Having uncertainties as to how to do that, you'll start investigating what the methods are. I don't see you being willing to put your name and money into a lot of, let's say, dating sites, but certainly you're going to be giving some serious thought on how to do that. And if you've been invited to any activities or any events, you're going to go because you know that maybe you'll meet somebody, and that's a good way to do it. Those of you that have been fed up and have walked away, I'm not seeing you move very quickly into any relations, and being very cautious about where you go and who you're going with, okay? Yeah, I see a lot of that. But those of you that are checking into new relations, who've been single just enough time to move forward and to find new happiness, I'd say just take your time and keep on moving forward. Some of you, though, I don't know, because Taurus has been through some hell over the last little while, I'm going to say your confidence might need some love, might need some patience. You may need to have a really good counselor-like partner to help you through if you're going to get involved. So if you're single and you've had a lot of difficulties in love, do yourself and your next partner a favor and get a little bit of healing in there. Okay? That's for love. Let's look at Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of November for health. Let's see. Yeah, those are good cards. Yes. Oh. For the majority, anybody who's been struggling with health, who is Taurus, the shift has come, finally. Really happy to report this, all right, because it has been a struggle from health for you Taurus people with your health for the last, well, I'm going to say 5 years, but some 7 and some 2, I don't know, somewhere in there, for a number of years for sure, right? And so I got to say this, yes, you are about to get through the majority of it. Now, those of you that are having any trouble with your lungs, I want you to take that a little more seriously. So if you're a smoker, quit. But quit slowly, because it could be more problems, right? Yeah, and if you have been trying to struggle with certain things, maybe your weight or maybe it's some muscle strength or something like that, I think this is going to be a really interesting month for you to sort of look at what you can do, low impact kind of return to health. And I like what I see, okay? Though, when I speak of those that are having trouble with their lungs, if it isn't lungs, it is stress. Okay, I know they're very different, but let me explain. Stress can cause asthmatic attacks or anxiety that makes you feel like you're having a heart attack. So if you're super stressed out, you need to deal with it, period. You need to deal with it in a way that is, confronting and assuring that it's going to take care of it. Whatever it is you do is going to manage it. So do that, work it out, do the things you need to do. And for those of you that are having lung issues, I recommend mullein, of course, Ellen Campaign, slippery elm bark, what else would be good? Peppermints, those types of things, eucalyptuses, of course, and any kind of, maybe an onion pack or mustard pack. Oh, sorry to hear. Collagen's helpful for that too. Yeah, it looks like something that needs boosting, okay, or healing or clearing or cleansing or something. But most of you who have had serious illnesses are doing good this month, okay? I'm happy to report that even if you've been seeing a doctor for something super serious, it looks like you're going to get a good report. So I am happy to say that. Isn't that wonderful news? And that doesn't mean that there isn't the odd Taurus who's going to have a hard time getting out of wherever they're at and shifting the energy. There might be a very small percentage that have a difficult time doing that. Positive thinking is your best friend here. Taurus, sun, moon, and ascendant for the month of November for money, 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 money. If you do what you love and you love what you do, Taurus, that will bring money to you. Yes, it will. Simple as that. Don't be afraid to self-promote. Do it shamelessly. Do it. Your stuff is beautiful. If you have something to sell, sell it, show it, share it. If you create things for people, do it with all your heart. If you fix things for people, do that with all your heart. If you love it, it'll pay you. It'll make you a happy person. If you don't love it and you're feeling trapped, then you're going to need to look at how to move out of that situation. Many of you are really attached to, what that traditional job will pay you, having a paycheck that will always be there. I just got to say, if you're a creative Taurus, and many of you are, trust in yourself, believe in yourself, and do as many little things in every little area, and just make paychecks everywhere, and that'll pay your way. And don't fight the flow. If it doesn't feel right, don't go, don't do it. Taurus, trust in yourself, okay? Because as far as I can see, those of you that are trapped in jobs you don't like, there's opportunity that's going to help you get out of it, so take it. Stability is very important. However, if you're staying in a job that you hate, that's not stable. That's torture. It's like being in a dungeon. So stable has to have the energy flow of happiness and joy, right? So let's not be confused with having a full paying job with stability necessarily. If your soul's not happy in it, it's not a good job. So find what speaks to your soul and move forward and trust in yourself. Money can easily find its way to you. You're just that kind of person.